this morning. I am soaking up the morning sun, having one of those slow mornings again. I am now a little bit outside of Canggu, about 40 minutes away from Canggu, just taking it easy. And this place, I'm in love. I set myself an intention before I came to Bali that I want to find a place where I can build something some point in the future. And you know when you just come to a place that you just feel like your nervous system starts to relax right away and it just feels really good? This place, I just came here a few days ago and I've been just like so happy and so happy to explore. It's a super tiny place outside of Canggu. It has a very village vibe. It has like a great community. It's just, there's no traffic, there's no noise. It's just nature, and there's this piece that I've been really missing. So for me, this is definitely a spot that I want to start looking into building something for the future, which I'm really excited about. I also wanted to give you an update on my acupuncture journey, because the past 4 or 5 days it's been quite intense. I haven't actually created any content because I went quite deep into my emotions after the first acupuncture appointment. I already talked about last time that I think it's like the whole grief is still very much stored in my system, and I'm still in the process of slowly processing and allowing my emotions to come up to the surface, because I think grief is one of those things that are really hard to feel sometimes. Like it's just easier to keep yourself busy and not think about it versus just really sit with everything that has happened. So the acupuncturist did, they normally look at your tongue and then they look at your pulse, and based on that they can give you quite good description of what is happening in your body. And she was like, you are having a liver stagnation, which my acupuncturist already in Finland said, but I kind of thought that got better already, but I didn't. It actually got worse. And that obviously has created a lot of havoc in my system, because if there's a one imbalance in the system, it impacts the whole system, the whole body. So they've been now just treating me for the liver stagnation. And why I love acupuncture, because in acupuncture basically different organs correlate to different emotions, and liver is related to anger and resentment and grief. So it just helped me to really understand and have a dialogue with myself, that I know there's still a lot that I do need to process and feel. So the past 4 or 5 days I just really took a lot of time for myself. I went to this place outside of Canggu that had a sauna and I was like sitting in the sauna. I did a lot of yin yoga, I did a lot of journaling, a lot of crying, just getting it all out of my system. And obviously it's not something that's going to happen like that. It's a continuous journey and it comes in waves, and so it's a process. But I do feel so much better now, and it's also really nice to know what is happening in my body and now being able to really treat it. So they gave me some herbs, which I'm going to show you later on. I've been already drinking that for a week. It ain't the nicest taste, but I think it's already working. This was the first day today where I started to feel much better, because what liver stagnation often can create is like this kind of heaviness, like your body's not functioning normally, you feel quite heavy, quite sluggish, and just my body hasn't felt like mine. So I'm excited to start seeing some improvements. And I've been also now going to acupuncture twice a week, so to really speed up the process, especially if I want to start trying to have a baby, because I want my body to be fully like rested and not overwhelmed. So yeah, the herbs, and then I've also needed to do a lot of different dietary changes to my system, mainly just quit out every single cold food and a cold drink and just have something warm, which plus not having coffee or matcha, which is hard. Even now I'm like, I think like really struggling because I can't have coffee. But yeah, well, I can have one coffee in the day, so that's it. Normally I would drink a lot more, but that's what's been happening. Yeah, I need to now go and do some breakfast, and yeah. So I'm just preparing my herbs. So I need to add 3.5 liters of water, soak them for 4 hours, and then cook for 30 minutes in high temperature. And then it becomes this liquid that I need to drink twice a day after I've eaten. So this is kind of the herbs, and they always mix these based on, it's very personalized based on what your body needs. And this liquid often lasts about a week, and then I see my acupuncturist again and they will give me new herbal remedies. So I'm going to start soaking them in now, and then I'm going to cook them later. Hi guys, my beverage is ready. Doesn't taste good, but all things we do for health. But yeah, I need to drink that now twice a day after food, so that's what I'm doing. I wanted to show you, the video doesn't do justice, but one of the things that I love about Bali is the sunsets. They're just so beautiful. Let me show you. Can't really see it. Can you hear this? So like the nature, there's no noise in the background, no motorbikes. Honestly, this just makes me so happy. I just feel so peaceful at the moment. I was thinking to do a little bit of a evening ritual beauty update. I have not really done these, I don't think, in my vlog before, so let me know if you like this type of content. But as mentioned, I am really into this glow up, 30-day glow up for my 40th. So I'm going all in with all the tools at the moment, and I have a lot of them, which most days I'm too lazy to use. So I'm gonna show you the whole shebang, which I know it works when I'm consistent. I have not been consistent, but now the next 30 days I will be. So starting from a few of the different tools that I love to use. Firstly is the New Face microcurrent machine. I love it. I definitely see the impact when I use it. I have not been consistent though for a while. So starting tonight, I'm gonna do this ritual. And it's just 5 minutes literally a day, so it's not that much. And I go always really into research, and I have read so much good research about it, and I do believe it works. I'm also into face yoga, but actually just doing the yoga moves every single day or a few times a week, sometimes I don't have the energy all the time. So I think New Face is just really quick and easy. I'm really into cupping, all types of cupping. So I have these mini cups that I can use underneath the eyes. And then I also have the more bigger face cups that I then go more around these areas. I love gua sha as well, but I can't use a lot of oils for my skin because my skin is so sensitive, it breaks up very easily. So oils, gua sha without oils is a challenging thing. So I think that why also for me cupping is a little bit of a better option if I have just a good moisturizer. What else? Face taping. And mouth taping. Mouth taping I'm still getting used to, but face tape I pretty much use almost every night in my forehead, in my frown line, and then sometimes also smile lines. I've done Botox twice or 3 times now. I have a interesting relationship with Botox. In my whole 30s I was like, I'm never gonna do Botox, because since I've been 20 I've been into holistic wellness. I've been always doing all the holistic beauty things. So for me it was quite hard decision to start taking Botox, but I had a very deep frown line and it really started to bother me. So I was like, I'm gonna try it, and I do like it, but I'm also trying to do it as little as I can. I'm still trying to find other alternatives. I do believe in facial acupuncture, so I found a really good facial acupuncture. It's the place where I'm going to the main acupuncture. I might just try that and see if that actually works. I'm also very into microneedling, and I think as a treatment, I think that's really good. there's a million other treatments, and sometimes like, should I try something else? But I'm like, I'm not there yet, because I don't also want to like go overboard. I just want to keep as kind of natural look as possible. So that is around tools, what I've been doing. Product wise, oh yeah, I wanted to actually mention, this is more in my body, but I'm really into castor oil. I know it's trending at the moment and everyone's doing their castor oil packs, but it does really work. And especially something now when I've been doing the liver stagnation, I definitely help, because it kind of warms up my stomach area, and it helps. Body wise also, dry brushing. I've been doing this since I was 20, not on and off though. Again, I'm not very good at being consistent, but now for the next 30 days I will be consistent. When it comes to skincare, I'm a very basic person. I went all in a few years ago and I did all sorts of routines, and I do think, at least for my skin, the basic the better. I love the Paula's Choice exfoliant. This is one of my go-to products that I just keep using. It gives this really nice glow into my skin. But at some point I went all over the board with BHAs and AHAs, all of the different exfoliants, and I do believe, because your skin gets thinner when you age, so I've definitely noticed, like, if I use too many exfoliants, that's not good either. So once a week, sometimes only once every 2 weeks. And then what else? I'm really into peptides. I do bit in peptides for aging skin is the thing. I'm still using the ordinary one, the buffet, like, it's my favorite. I do it night and day, and I think at least for me it works. And then I just use the ordinary natural moisturizer, HA, natural moisturizing factors, but HA. This is my go-to stuff. I have some few other treatments that I do, but this is kind of the main lazy nights skincare routine that works for me. And then I just actually found this So Smile. I'm really into white teeth, so I found this stain remover that I've been using a few days now, and honestly it's just works like magic. So I can't wait the results after a week or two. Well, probably max week will be enough. But yeah, this is just like a mini overview of the things I will be doing the next 30 days to look like I'm not still 40. To be fair, I love getting older, but yeah, sometimes you start to see your face change, and that's a whole other interesting situation. But yeah, I do love getting older. I just want to make sure that I'm getting older in the most best way possible. But I'm gonna do my evening ritual now and then go to bed. Hi guys, I am just finishing up getting ready. It's Friday. I have my acupuncturist appointment soon in Canggu, so I have to head there. And once again, one of those messy slow mornings. I've just been writing a lot of content and putting my thoughts on paper, which I do love doing nowadays a lot. I wanted to give you an update about dating, because it's been a really eye-opening experience that past few weeks. I talked about this in my previous vlog. I was like, I'm trying to be more open of dating again, and not that like shut down of the idea of dating. So I went on Hinge and it's been interesting. I've never been a super fan of dating apps, but I do know a lot of people who met people on Hinge or like on dating apps in general, and are very happy together, like my sister. And so I was like, you know what, let me just try to have an open mind. So I used the app for 2 weeks, and or maybe, yeah, about 2 weeks, and it was an interesting experience. It's not for me. Let's just put it that way. I think one thing that is making it more challenging is my age, because most people in the dating apps are in their 20s or beginning of 30s, or few people were 40, but I didn't feel like I had a lot in common with them, because I don't feel like I'm a very typical soon 40-year-old, how I live my life. So that was like quite challenging. And second aspect is, which I really realized being on the dating apps is I'm actually quite in this identity transition in my life, and I think it's quite a little bit a challenging time to meet people and that kind of platforms where it's quite transactional. And there was also a few things. I think a lot of people like end up like asking about family or different plans, and like it was strange because I've never dated after losing my mum, so it was quite awkward for me because I'm like, I don't know, you know, grief and this heavy stuff is not what people normally want to talk about on dating apps. So I just felt like already that for me was like very off-putting, because I am very direct, but I do feel, and I've always felt that intuitively, that I need to meet someone through like a normal connection, because otherwise for me, I'm not very chit-chatty kind of a person. I'm kind of like straight into the point, and I think that can be quite overwhelming for a lot of people. So I don't think a lot of people are ready always for my depth, is that the word? Because I know how I look, but then like I can very easily like really go into some deeper stuff. So I don't think the dating apps are for me, but I did realize also that because I've had this loneliness in me and I've been trying to like understand it more. And I think the loneliness is not, even though I have this craving in my heart, because I know I'm gonna meet someone and I know I'm gonna build this beautiful life with someone, I just know this. But I also, for me, it's never been about that I need to be with someone. I know I want to meet my person. I want to be with my person, and that's the thing that I've been looking for. So for me, it's not because I love being on my own. I've always enjoyed being on my own. It's just something that I feel really happy about. But I also think the loneliness is so much to do with just being ready to be a mom, and that was a very eye-opening experience. So I definitely got a lot of answers from that experience. And I think sometimes what I've really noticed in life, the importance of trying different things out and like seeing how you feel, and just you know, allowing yourself to be in this process of becoming versus just trying to like, oh, I'm gonna date or I'm gonna have a baby on my own. Like I've already talked about this in my last vlog, but I'm just now in this, I'm trying different things, I'm seeing how I feel and allowing myself to change my mind and just kind of see day to day. But it was an eye-opening experience. But I'm not, and I don't know how people do the whole swiping thing. It's so transactional. I'm just like, I'm not cut out for that world. Like I'm old school. I want to look at someone in their eyes. I want to feel their presence. I want to sit down with someone and like hear their whole story. And I think even if I think about my previous relationships, I don't think I've ever picked anyone from a dating app, because yeah, it's just so transactional. It's not for me. I'm old school. And I definitely have nothing against dating apps, and I know they work for other people, and I encourage people, if you have a feeling like they are for you, and I know so many people who have found partners through dating apps, and I think it is a really good way to put yourself out there and kind of see what you like and what you don't like. But I think it's still hard to get the whole picture of people around dating apps. But also for me, because I'm very lazy at like texting, I'm more of a I don't think sometimes I'm best at articulating myself in those kind of apps. So I tried it, I'm proud of myself, and now I can just actually focus on thinking about the baby side of things again. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna finish my delicious little drink and head to my acupuncturist, and also go to my favorite place in Canggu to have some lunch and have a really chill Friday. I might go and do a little romantic dinner with myself tonight. This is just like I'm gonna dress up for myself and just take myself on a dinner. And yeah, I will see you later. Happy Monday. I'm just finishing up getting ready, and I'm just heading to another acupuncture appointment. I feel like this whole vlog has been purely about acupuncture, but for me it's just been something that has really helped me in my life. So I'm happy that I'm able to share this journey with you guys, and I will keep you updated. I wanted to quickly show you today's outfit, what I'm wearing. I don't know if you can see. No. Okay, let me adjust a little bit. Okay, now a little bit better. These are my favorite mango shorts, an oversized white t-shirt, and my COS sandals. Yes. So I also actually, by the way, checked in a new place today. If you see a different backdrop, I'm doing a little bit of a last tour before I then head back to Finland in a week and a half's time. Anyway, I wanted to finish this vlog here. Thank you for being here. And yeah, I'll see you next time.